12-hour Shift is brilliant. It's one of those kind of simple concept movies. It's a movie that's taken place over several hours, one night, which I'm really partial to, and we just follow the character of Mandy. We're introduced straight away. Angela Bettis plays her in fantastic fashion. She's always a great actress, and she is having a conversation with a co-worker, and you can just tell she just doesn't care. She's uninterested, she's belligerent, and she's just downright rude at certain points. And it's kind of endearing to see a character who just doesn't feel as if they have to follow the social norms and be polite when they feel as if they must. And this character is going to work in a hospital for her shift, but it just so happens that she's a little bit addicted to various amphetamines and is getting drugs throughout the day to make sure that she can continue on her shift. But that's not the only dodgy dealings that she is into. She's also stealing various organs and selling them to a human organ trafficker. And with the help of her crazy and just barely related cousin, she uses her to kind of transport them. She takes the organs down in a little cooler, sits them next to a soda machine, and lets the crazy cousin take them to the gangster. But of course, the cousin, being as wild and wacky as she is, happens to lose all the organs. And this cousin, Regina, has to go to the organ trafficker and say that she's lost them, and she's basically threatened if she can't get a kidney within a number of hours, then they will be taking hers. So it's rushed back to the hospital to get Mandy to try and score another kidney before her shift is over to save her life. And things just continue to rack up and go horribly wrong throughout the night. And most of it is down to Regina, played by Chloe Flansworth, who is just wonderful as this completely tornado of a person who just wrecks everything she touches. And this is one of those movies where the characters are interesting, the moments are funny, the gore is definitely there, and things continue to ramp up exponentially throughout the night to a point where you just don't know how this is going to be explained or how they're possibly going to get away with it. There is lots of deaths within this hospital of people who weren't sick when they went in, of bloody things happening to them. And I think it's just played brilliantly how the tension and the suspense builds up, how it has this ridiculous black humour that runs all the way through it, of which I don't want to spoil many of the surprises that this film has. But a lot of the work is within the actors who are doing terrific work. Even the side actors who appear, who are there for just a moment or two, are wonderful and add to the movie a hell of a lot, whether it be the dopey cop that appears, whether it be the escaped convict, whether it be one of the nurses that tries to, or happens to click that things aren't quite right within this place. The surprises of finding out that Mandy is working with people in the hospital and sharing the ill-gotten profits with them. It's just a fun-packed movie. It's unlike a lot of things out there, and I think a lot of people are going to be taken back by the black humour, the over-the-top blood, and the kind of horrible nature of primarily most of the characters. But even though the characters are horrible and their actions despicable, they're likeable. You kind of want them to win out the day and somehow make it throughout this traumatic time. I think it's incredibly funny. I think it's incredibly endearing. It's one that I haven't stopped thinking about since I watched it. It's one that I've recommended to a couple of friends and been pleasantly surprised to see that they've really liked it. And it's one that I'm quite confident in recommending as in something that's very different, something that's very apt for Halloween, but it's not a slasher or a killer taking people down. It's a little bit different, but still has that horrific nature about it. I hope you check out 12-Hour Shift. You can get it in video on demand. I recommend watching it. I hope you like it. I want to hear people's comments on this one, just because I think it's a movie that needs to be seen. It's just incredibly fun. Let me know your opinion of the movie if you've seen it in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.